shows about 20% of likely voters have not picked a candidate yet, which adds even more importance to tonight's main event. We wanted to hear from some of those undecided voters. Rhonda Fulginiti, a Democrat from Philadelphia, joining us now, along with Daryll Triplett, an independent voter from Atlanta, and Mitch Robson, a Republican from Chicago. Thanks for being here. I think it's great to talk to you guys, and I know we'll try to talk to you tomorrow and get your thoughts on how you think things went. Rhonda, I want to start with you. You're an undecided Democratic voter. What is it about Biden that has you on the fence going into tonight's debate in this election?
Good morning. Hi, everybody. My biggest concern, I think, right now is immigration. So I really have a clear idea of what Trump would do with that issue, but I don't with Joe Biden. That concerns me, especially in light of what we're seeing this week and what you just reported on your show about the crime that's happening, through immigrants coming into the country and not being vetted, frankly. And the other big issue for me, I think, is the cost of the wars in both Ukraine and over in Israel, and what that's doing to our relationships with other countries in Europe and what it's doing to our economy. So those are my main focus for tonight. I'd like to see the composure of both candidates, frankly, because I think we're all on the panel a little bit concerned about their age and their stamina to do the job for the next 4 years.
All important issues. Mitch, let's bring you in here. You're a Republican undecided voter. What is it about Trump that doesn't sit well with you going into this election?
Well, what I'm most worried about is whether Trump's going to really be able to reverse the precarious situation that our economy has been put in, both by I'd say his final year during COVID, and then continued and worsened by Biden. And I think that because our economy is in such a precarious position, it's going to need, Trump's not going to be able to just stand pat. He's going to need to actually reverse some of the disastrous decisions made. He's going to, look, during his first 3 years, when you adjust for inflation, household net worth went up by 16%. Under Biden, it's basically remained flat, and it took a nosedive under Trump under his final year. So I'd like to see Trump, be able to get back to that trend, maybe even improve on that trend that he established in his first 3 years of his first term, when there was some normalcy during his tenure.
Yeah.
So
a lot on the line, and there is a lot to compare. I hear you, Mitch. Daryll, I want to hear from you. Where's your head at right now as an independent voter? And you're in Atlanta, so you're aware this is the big event is happening tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. We're excited. I would say, as an independent voter, it would have to rely a lot on crime, the crime reduction, because crime all over America is ridiculously high. But I think that, specifically here in Atlanta, where we see it every day, it's just out of control. And what I'm looking for tonight is an actionable plan for key issues on crime reduction, psychological screening for gun owners. We have to get the guns out of the hands of people with psychological problems. I've been a police officer for 30 years, and I can tell you that most of the situations where it's concerning death or a crime, it's including a gun somewhere, and we have to address those issues head on. If not, it's going to be a repeated circle. And my third thing that I'm looking for is social media brutality. We have police brutality, and I'm very concerned with social media brutality and prosecution for those who actually do it, because when you look at the fear that it strikes, and whether it's a police officer doing their job on a day-to-day activity, social media brutality is very, very, very important as far as with prosecuting these officers for doing things, for doing their jobs. So I'm looking for actionable plans tonight on key issues.
Yeah, you all make really good points. I'm curious, and we'll go through each of your thoughts on this, but a third-party candidate. Rhonda, let me begin with you. Would you consider a third-party candidate? And I say that knowing RFK Jr. will be on NewsNation tonight answering the same questions the candidates are as well. Is that something that's factoring into your calculus?
No, not at this time.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.